Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, December 18th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I will start with this one, big picture weekly chart going back several years ago. It was 4 or 5 weeks ago that we actually tested 2 weeks in a row this 8-month rising channel bottom at 411.47, upon which we'd mentioned is a go-long strategy from there, expecting upward rotation to 530.02 within 2 to 3 months. We're a month and a half into that right now. 530.02 is a 6-year rising channel top on the weekly chart, much more significant than the 411.47. The 530.02 may contain buying through the first quarter of next year, possibly into all of 26, and it is considered a 2 to 3 month target above 411.47. If we happen to close today above 488.53, which is the previous all-time high prior to yesterday, Wednesday, but if we do close above 488.33, I do see it probably within 3 to 5 days. By the end of next week is certainly possible. If we close today above 488.53, this 516.71 rising channel top combined over the next week and a half with 530.02, let's just call it a 1 to 2 week target, but possibly by the end of next week. And this zone, 516.71 to 530.02, is a profit-taking area if you've been long for the last month and a half from this 411.47 channel bottom. So it's that. It's also a short sale zone. I don't have a problem selling 530.02 short, anticipating then perhaps, it could be near, mid, and even long-term bearish rotation from this area.
If you're looking for your daily NVIDIA analysis, you can now find it at wickedstocks.com, where it's part of a full suite of daily analysis videos, including the Daily SPY Report and Daily Triple Q Report. Sign up now and get immediate access so you don't miss a single day.
So upside today, 488.53. It's the only thing we really have to hang our hat on, so to speak. It is very similar to the settlement price that was put out on Tuesday. We pushed through that actually on Wednesday, put out a new all-time high of 95.27. We backed off to close negative on the day. We almost put out a key reversal high. In fact, this is called, in my language, a mini reversal. So we don't have an outright sell signal key reversal high, but we do have a new all-time high and a negative settlement on the day. And I think that the market, by a degree, is prone now to downside a movement. And I have 463.01. Now, we could go with 468.37. That is the high settlement price that was put out about a month ago, and we've been using that now for the last week or so. But I'm going to lower it just a little bit, down to 463.01, which is a gap close from 4 days ago. And if we break 463.01, we can today test 444.55. At 444.55 is a newly formed, based on recent highs, rising channel bottom over the last 3 weeks or so, 3 or 4 weeks, that can contain selling pressures for the week into next week. From here, we can round up again. From here, from 444.55, I don't have them in both shots, but we could round up within 2 or 3 weeks to 530.02. So once again, I don't have a problem bottom picking 444.55 to go long, anticipating then upward continuation into late December, early January to this 530.02 area, which is considered a 2 to 3 month target anyway, above 411.47, right? So there you have that. Let's continue with this image. So breaking or opening below 463.01 is a day trade signal. It is a intraday sell signal, expecting 444.55 as a target. All the minor points on the way down have been carefully chosen. We could get decent give and take at both 60.11 and 52.30, but it really is 444.55 that I think is in reach today. And then we could round out from here through next week and on up into the 530s, essentially within 2 to 3 weeks. If we do, though, close today below 444.55, and I think that is not likely. I think this is just more of a washout, a reaction to the incredible rally we've seen. So it's shaking out some of the longs, but I don't think it's going to be all the way back to 412.77. I would see 412.77 if we were, for instance, to close today below 444.55. But I don't see that happening. It might happen over the next week or so. And if we do close below this rising 1-month channel bottom, that does pivot the market south within a week or two to 412.70, which is the same formation on the daily chart that I showed earlier on the weekly chart at 411.47, a solid zone to buy into through January and even a later Q1, and above which we do maintain 530.02 as a 2 to 3 month target. And you might say maybe a 3 to 5 day target if we were to close today above 488.53. I hope this is all making sense. Yeah, we do have almost a key reversal high. I don't want to read too much into that, but we did put out a new all-time high, and we closed negative on the day. So I think you need to appreciate the possibility for a downdraft here, if only for the day, if only for the next couple of days. Breaking 463.01 does set that downdraft in play on an intraday basis where we could see 444.55 within the day. And that is a opportunity to go long, not only for the day, definitely a day trade level, but also through the rest of the week and into next. From here, we can round up into the 530s within 2 to 3 weeks of testing 444.55. Closing below 444.55 does indicate 412.70 by the end of next week, where we could bottom out through Q1, and if settled below, would be a washout situation back into the 320s. But I'm not going to go there right now. It's just so off the mark, so to speak. I think that pretty much rounds it out. We put out a couple of stock picks this week, American Eagle Outfitters, and today, gosh, whenever I'm live, I always forget what the stock pick is that I recorded just about an hour and a half ago. So, but you can check it out. We offer a 2-week free trial now. So if you do the 2-week free trial, you'll see this week's stock picks. You'll see next week's 2 stock picks, and you'll see a good part, maybe all of the following week's 2 stock picks. So you get 6 stock picks in the midst of the next 2 weeks. You also get our daily NVIDIA report that was once on the YouTube channel, now is part of wickedstocks.com, daily triple Q, daily SPY, etc., etc. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Friday's Tesla report. You have a great day.